Hello cookbook friends and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at Cooking Smarter. This is by Jeremy Scheck. It is friendly recipes with the side of science. So this is not for people who just want to dive right in and cook. There's a lot of reading and a lot of good information in here. This would be a great study for sure. So let's look into it a little bit together. Here we start. We have breakfast vegetables, and then we also go into our mains, so pasta, rice, beans, proteins, sweets, etc. So that's pretty standard. Then how to go about this book, probably should read through this, and we have staple ingredients, another thing, because it's kind of fun to learn and cook at the same, you're cooking and learning simultaneously. That's kind of the point. Tools and equipment, that sort of thing. Housekeeping, wow, that's fun. So that's another cool one to read through. So let's move into the dishes themselves. We have leftover veggie omelet. So here is our cook time. There's a vegetarian option. Skip the meat. It's gluten-free. Everything on as far as like dietary restrictions is up here. We have also our list of ingredients, and it's pretty loose. It says you can have a filling of your choice. Half cup of leftover cooked vegetables, cheese, bacon, etc. Then we have our instructions and an example of how this dish was made and some additional information. So it says this recipe is for one omelet, and you definitely need 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter at a minimum to keep it from sticking. So they give you all of this information just up front. We have homemade granola. Here you'll notice we have smarter tips. Feel free to switch up the spices, types, and nuts and seasonings. If you like your granola more clumpy, don't spread it out as much on the baking sheet. So those are just some short tips that really help and make big differences. Bakery coffee cake. Yum, that looks really tasty. Here we have an apple pie oatmeal. That looks phenomenal. Moving onwards. Here we have a whole bunch of different soup options, and I am all about soup. Oh, no, where are you, soup? We have here, that's the mom's tortilla soup, which includes different sorts of toppings. Here you'll notice it says caramelized onions, so there are tips and tricks throughout this book on what for very specialized things. So like the onions, the caramelized onions, we get a look through into that. This is another idea, leftover veggie soup. So I like this because something I've noticed just briefly as we've gone through it. I tend to also have a lot of leftover vegetables, and sometimes they do go to waste. I would love to learn more about how to utilize all my food and ingredients so I'm not wasting everything. Here, moving on, roasted broccoli and cauliflower. Really cool and simple. We have a kale salad with lemon vinaigrette. Holy cow, that is like a festive salad. I can actually see this being served during Christmas time. This would be really yummy, healthy, great. It even has cranberries. I was not expecting that. Sweet chili miso Brussels sprouts. Another way of making Brussels sprouts instead of bacon, even though that is the superior way. Here we have, you can just eat a baked potato. Mushrooms but good. Hey, I love mushrooms. So something I've actually noticed as far as the dietary restrictions, there's a lot of dishes in here that are actually gluten-free, or you are easily able to make gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan. And throughout this book, when you read some of the tips and instructions, there are ways of just mixing certain ingredients. You don't actually need them, which is very handy. So it's a very open cookbook. Mom's black beans. Yum. I've actually never made my own beans from like dry ingredients. That's something I've always wanted to do. I know it's probably pretty easy. Mom's lentils. Flavorful braising for red meat. So here is a cool thing. If you've never braised meat before, now you can learn. Look at these chicken wings. Those look so tasty. Slow cooked ginger chicken. Honey lemon chicken. We're clearly in the chicken section here. here we have a roast chicken, like how to make it an entire roast yourself. Although I do have to say, I would love to be able to do this and have the skill to do this for sure, but I do find it easier to buy the roast chicken from like Costco or QFC. Here we have a maple butter roast chicken. Ooh, so this is the opportunity to make your own with your own flavors in here. That would be really tasty. It's probably just more fresh too. Za'atar roast chicken. Jalapeno bacon wrapped dates. Oh, yum. That's a excellent combination. Moving forward, I'm a cook, not a baker. That's fun. So it talks about, okay, this might be you with this quote. Sometimes I feel like that has been me in the past, but it does talk about how you can become also a baker. We have vanilla cream cheese frosting here, so there are some desserts. Favorite vanilla cake or cupcakes. Tasty. There is deeper dives in some of these dishes, so what makes this recipe so good? He talks about the reverse creaming method, which mixing softened butter into flour mixture rather than adding flour after creaming gives a cake a fine crumb. Interesting, I didn't know that. Bakery style chocolate chip cookies. We have a tangy key lime pie with a ginger snap crust, and this is gluten-free. If you can find the gluten-free ginger snaps or graham crackers, which you can. Favorite banana bread, yum. So you can see this is a pretty awesome cookbook, and it does go through some of the fundamentals of cooking and even baking. And if you are learning to cook, this would be a really cool option. There's not a ton of reading as much as I thought there was. I like this. This is pretty helpful. So if you are interested in this book, you can find it in the description down below. Just so you're aware, it is an affiliate link, so if you do click on it, we get a little bit of a commission. And if you are interested in finding more cookbooks, you can check out our other playlists. We have a ton of awesome cookbooks out there. And to join us on our socials, we have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and our Amazon Live channel. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and to comment down below. Let us know what cookbook you want us to look through next time.